Hi, are you addicted to your comfort zone? It's one of the most dangerous addictions you could have. And it would explain a lot why you feel the way you feel. Yep. Uh, a lot of people are addicted to their comfort zones, and it's very detrimental to them. Uh, Basically, it leaves no room for growth in your life because you're in a uh, constant state of avoidance. You know, it's very easy to be addicted to the comfort zone, and a lot of people are like they don't push themselves ever again. They think that getting controlled by their fear is fine by them, and that's the best that they can do. But um, I'm here to tell you that addiction to comfort zone is a very real thing, and it's a very damaging thing. When you're addicted to your comfort zone, you stop trying to better yourself, basically. Um, Especially in the case of like socially anxious and shy people, the comfort zone is so damn comfortable. Yeah, of course, that's why they call it the comfort zone, right? But yeah, it's incredibly comfortable. And if you actually stagnate in the comfort zone, you'll see something very particular that's going to start to happen. Well, not start, I mean, if you are addicted to your comfort zone, you probably feel the way I'm going to explain in a few seconds. If you've been feeling like that for a long time. Basically, what happens is that your life starts to stagnate, and you'll see that your anxiety will start to go up. So why does that happen? So what do I mean, first of all? Well, first of all, situations that you once felt comfortable in, when you stop trying to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, those situations that you once felt totally comfortable in, no big deal, I'm just going to see this friend or whatever, just trivial situations, start to create anxiety within you. And this is normal because when you actually understand what's going on here, it makes a lot of sense. So see, when you stop when your life becomes about avoiding anxiety or situations that could make you embarrassed all the time, when your life is all about that, and you keep pushing those situations away, you keep pushing the anxiety away, that situation could cause me to feel socially anxious or shy, I'm not going to do it. When you come from that mindset, your anxiety actually gains ground, and it's actually going to take more of your life away, basically. If social anxiety and shyness has not taken enough of your life away already, stagnating in your comfort zone is going to make everything worse. I mean, that's how I talk a little bit about this in some of my other videos, but that's basically how I became housebound for a couple months, almost a year. Yeah, I couldn't get out of the house without drinking alcohol. And to me now it makes a lot of sense because I did a lot of research and I understand like how anxiety grows, how shyness and social anxiety can turn into a phobia. Because shyness and social anxiety, I'm going to say it again, I know I keep saying it in almost all my videos, it's normal, okay? And I don't hear a lot of people saying this, but shyness and social anxiety is a normal emotion that everybody feels from time to time, okay? You are not doing life wrong if you feel these emotions, okay? When it becomes a problem is when you let your anxiety control your life. When it becomes a problem is when you want to do certain stuff, but you don't because you might feel anxiety, you might get embarrassed, and you stop yourself dead in your tracks from living the life that you've always wanted. That's when social anxiety and shyness becomes a problem. But your comfort zone is the place you should get the hell out of there as quickly as possible. If you're not feeling anxiety every so often, every now and then, like at least a couple times a week, I would say you're doing it wrong, because your anxiety is actually going to grow when you do that. When everything you do is about avoidance and escaping and pushing the anxiety away, pushing the fear, like not entering situations that cause you to feel discomfort, when you're always stepping back, your life is actually shrinking. Like, take this for an example, okay? Let's say that right now you're okay with going to the mall. You can go to the mall and you can walk around, and it's not a big deal for you, you know? But let's say for some reason you stop going to the mall, and let's say in a couple of weeks you start feeling anxiety about going to the mall. It might be just a slight anxiety, slight discomforting feeling like, oh, you know, I might bump into someone I know, and I don't really want to go through that. The longer you keep this, the longer you keep avoiding going to the mall, the more your anxiety about going to the mall is going to grow. And you'll soon find yourself, like, it might be in a month, it might be in a couple of months, you'll soon find yourself dreading going to the mall, okay? So this is why it's important to, like, find situations that scare you and actually force yourself to go into them. And you might be thinking, well, wait, like, I don't want to, like, force myself to go into situations all my life. Like, you know, who would want to do that? And I understand you, and I kind of feel the same way. But it's not so much as you're going to force yourself to go into scary situations that you got to force yourself to go into scary situations all your life. It's more that you got to develop a certain habit to be able to see fear, feel it, and do it anyways. Okay? Because this is a kind of a behavior that you learn. Maybe you've been learning for quite some time now that it was okay for you to just let your anxiety win all the time, basically. So, like, you want to do something, you're scared, you don't do it. No big deal. It's actually a big deal, okay? You have to bring yourself back to where you feel anxiety. Well, you want to do something, you feel anxiety, and you do it anyways. So these situations obviously will vary, right? You'll have situations where you feel extremely scared. You don't need to do those already. You can do it step by step, you know? But yeah, the comfort zone, the worst place you could be in. Because when you're in your comfort zone, it's not going to stay a comfort zone for very long, because your anxiety is actually going to catch up to it. And your new comfort zone is always going to be shrinking back into your shell. Like I said, it might shrink you back all the way where you're like housebound. Like, this is, you know, this is how, and then even the house doesn't become comfortable. I remember a time where I was afraid to step outside my house, and I was afraid to answer my phone. Yeah. So now it's not a problem anymore, but I mean, it's because I've learned how to, you know, feel the fear and do it anyways. There's a good book that talks about this. It's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways by Suzanne Jeffers. And I'm going to switch that quote up a little bit. And I'm just going to say that if you want to start getting over your social anxiety, you got to learn how to feel the social anxiety and do it anyways.